there's nothing more annoying than going through comedy and then reflecting on the stories when you were MC and a feature act, especially an MC. I still remember all the headliners that gave me a hard time. Like, this is my name, you know, don't forget to mention NBC. It's not going to matter. It doesn't matter. You're going to eat a bag of dicks. I saw you act. You're terrible. I could go up there and say that Jesus and you wrote jokes together. It doesn't matter. You're going to suck.
Doesn't matter.
You know, I was lucky enough to be a host at the Broker in Boulder. That's where I really cut my teeth. It was a one-nighter for Tribble. And those California comics were failures in California. That's why they were doing Tribble runs as a headliner, I'm sorry to say. And they would treat you, a feature act, the guy who was emceeing, like shit. They would treat me like shit. I would have to check them and tell them, don't forget I'll fucking, you know, put you in the trunk of a car and shit. You know, I'd have to check them. But it was always, you know, you forgot to say Friday Night Lights. Who gives a fuck? You were an extra.
That's right, exactly.
What about the dudes who would tell you that they were in a movie and they were really an extra and they lied to you? You know, I remember being a feature act and seeing a headliner talking to people after the show, and they would ask him, like, so what's next for you? Are you in any? And I would feel like going, stop it. He's on a Tribble run. He's in no danger. What are you asking if there's any television in his life? There's nothing in his life. He's a bum. This guy, you know, there were people who tell me that, don't go to L.A., you're not going to get any spots. I still remember being at the Improv on a Sunday night. It was like my first Sunday at the Improv. And I'm like, I've been here 2 weeks, I'm getting spots at the Improv. What were those jerk-offs on the road talking about? You're not going to get any spots. You have to
because
go down
they don't work hard and they're not funny. They're missing everything. They have the credits. They're coming. They're showing up, but they're not funny. You're missing the key element. You got to be funny. And at the Comedy Store, when girls shit on the Comedy Store, and I do know for a fact that there were some girls that had some issues with some male comics, not the establishment itself, but some male comics, whatever. But they don't represent the whole place. There's a small group of idiots that did some dumb shit, right? But every time a female comic says, well, you know, fuck this store, they don't put enough women on or this or that, it's like you're discrediting every fucking one of us that busted our ass and get in there and bump those fucking guys off the lineup because we're better than them. You should, Eliza Schlesinger, I don't care if you like her or don't like her, her hard work, her work ethic is unfucking believable. She had a bad fucking relationship and wrote a movie about it and then got it on Netflix. And I think she's recording her, I don't know, 9th special. And she's selling out theaters, and no one says a fucking word about that. They're just like, oh, fuck, they don't hire women. What are you, crazy? Candace Thompson writes on every show. She's fucking phenomenal. Like, what are you saying? There's so many, Leslie Jones, there's so many of us. And every time they say it, they discredit how hard we fucking work to get in there and stay in there. Annie Letterman, too. She's moving up in the ranks. She's one of my absolute favorites. As a person, and just fucking hilarious. Everybody knows I love Annie. So, I mean, I have my favorites, of course, but when somebody's funny, like they hated Adam because they're like, oh, he only puts on people that have credits. No, he doesn't. He puts on people that make him fucking laugh. And he was in charge. And if you made him laugh and you did well in that room, you got spots. If you didn't, he took you out, just like Mitzi would do. Tommy did it too, but
Adam was a very good talent coordinator.
Excellent.
I've had my favorites in there. I really like Scott Day.
Oh, yeah, I love Scott Day.
Scott Day was one of my favorites. I was out there with him and Andrew arguing one night. Him and Andrew used to argue.
Oh, because Andrew was banned, right?
Yes.
Yes, I remember that.
That's how I met Andrew, through Scott Day, an argument with Scott Day.
What do you mean I'm banned? He got banned every week.
Still talk to Scott Day on Facebook.
Me too. Yeah, I love Scott.
He's a good guy. I've never forgotten him. I never forgot what he did for, I used to talk to him. I used to go in there and go, dog, I keep bombing in here. Yeah. I don't know what to do. Like, I didn't want to hide the fact. Like, there was some nights he would stay late.
Yeah. And if he liked you, he really would work. He would push that you got spots.
He pushed for me. And that's because I was honest with him. Because I went up to him and told him I was struggling. Like, I'm having a hard time in here some nights. You know, Mitzi, you couldn't tell her you were struggling because then she'd throw you right back into the mouth of the lion. I went up to Mitzi and I was like, dog, I struggle in the main room. Don't put me in there no more. You're in there Friday and Saturday. Fuck. And, you know, it was, I hated going in there even though it was a lot more money. I didn't know. I wanted to be honest with everybody. So I would go up to her and go, Mitzi, I'm struggling on the weekends in the main room. I can't follow AJ Jamal. I can't follow Dom
Broke chocolate.
Yeah, AJ Jamal.
I fucking love AJ.
AJ Jamal. I've been trying to bring up this guy's name for years.
I got to feature for him in Arizona, and I was so excited. And he's like, "You're doing comedy?" It was years ago.
I have not seen him.
Oh my God, he was in Arizona. I was so excited, and Dan Madonia was with me. He was going to be the host, and we were so excited. And he goes, "Who's AJ Jamal?" I go, "No one likes you." How do you not know AJ Jamal? He's so fucking funny.
And clean.
He killed. He was clean.
For you guys at home that don't know AJ Jamal, Mitzi used to give me spots behind him. And Dom, him on Friday and Dom Herrera on Saturday. I fucking hated Dom. Because he would fucking light that room on fire and then say shit to me as I was walking on stage. You motherfucker. You guinea bastard, you.
Yeah, just break your balls.
You're breaking my balls before I bomb. I'm going to go in there and eat a bag of dicks. I'll never forget one night while I was driving down there and I got pulled over to get a ticket. And I'm like, thank God. I don't have to follow Dom Herrera tonight or fucking
You're such an
asshole. I'd rather pay the $100 ticket. I used to, and explain to the people at home, you know, in the original room, it's $15.
Yeah.
In the main room in 97 and 98 was $225. Yep. You know, on Saturdays it was maybe $180. I didn't want the money. I'd rather be broke. Even though I was a junkie on coke, I didn't want Mitzi, don't put
You're
me
like,
in the main room.
I need to grow. Put me in the $15
I need to grow.
Room.
I'd rather get the $15 and try to find the cell phone and sell it to the bank robbers from St. Louis. Remember those black dudes that used to hang out?
Oh, do I remember?
Do you remember? They were bank robbers. Every night I go into the store. I think I left my cell phone. I didn't even have a fucking, I think I had a pager. Enough money for JJ, the king of beepers. The fucking...
Yes.
Remember Paul Mooney used to goof on JJ? He had a joke that wrapped up with JJ, the king of beepers.
King of beepers. Yeah,
King of beepers. And for people who don't know, JJ, the king of beepers, was...
What was that, the first one?
He was the prostitute's investor.